Hey, I'm Misty, and this is my stack of 5 for May. So if you're unfamiliar with stack of 5, basically I pull out 5 books on my shelves that are in need of reading, and you guys vote on which one you want me to read and do a video review of for the month. This month, since we're heading into Jane in June and I'm kind of freaking out about time, the picks definitely are Jane Austen related. I was going to do just a stack of all of the Jane books that I'm pretty sure I want to try to read for Jane in June this year, but instead I decided to pull off 5 contemporary adaptations, and though a couple of them are not books that I'm super excited about just because I haven't heard great things, I still went ahead and tossed them in because maybe you haven't heard great things either and are curious whether they're worth your time. Each of these books is an adaptation or continuation of one of Jane Austen's novels in some way, but they are all contemporary takes on the stories. So if you are unfamiliar with Jane Austen's works, it really doesn't matter because they're all just contemporary adaptations, much as Clueless was an adaptation of Emma, if you weren't aware, or Bridget Jones' Diary was Pride and Prejudice. I mean, this is done all the time and you can go into them blind without knowing a thing about Jane Austen. The 5 books on my stack this month are Epic Fail by Claire Lizebnik, which is a Pride and Prejudice retelling set in a contemporary high school in LA, kind of dealing with celebrity in place of, like, you know, land barons. I've heard it's very, very cute, and I'm looking forward to it, as well as the recently released Trouble with Flirting, which is, I think maybe a Mansfield Park retelling? I'm not sure offhand. The Man Who Loved Pride and Prejudice by Abigail Reynolds, which is an adult contemporary romance, and I'm not entirely sure whether it's a direct, retelling of Pride and Prejudice or just kind of has nods to it. Sass and Serendipity by Jennifer Ziegler, which is a YA contemporary retelling of Sense and Sensibility, of course, which I think is a story that's pretty well suited to transitioning into sort of modern day. At its heart, besides being a romance, it's kind of a sibling story and also sort of about finding your voice and growing up a little bit, so it really kind of potentially could be perfect for a YA contemporary adaptation. The Dashwood Sisters' Secrets of Love by Rosie Rushton. This is, again, a contemporary retelling of Sense and Sensibility, and the reviews I've seen of it at least have been fairly mixed, so this is one of the ones that's not necessarily at the top of my list, and probably won't be read for this Jane in June unless it wins the voting this month. And the same is true of Prada and Prejudice by Mandy Hubbard, which obviously is a Pride and Prejudice take. It's contemporary, but it's also like a time slip novel, so the girl, main character, Callie, is a modern day girl, but she finds herself in Regency England, kind of, living this Jane Austen life after she hits her head. And I tried to read this last year and couldn't quite get into it, so if it's going to be read this year it has to have a push from you guys because I wasn't really feeling it. So 3 that I'm pretty excited about, 2 that I'm kind of on the fence about, and it's up to you which one will win. So once again, those books were Epic Fail by Claire Lizebnik, which takes on Pride and Prejudice, The Man Who Loved Pride and Prejudice by Abigail Reynolds, which takes on Pride and Prejudice, Sass and Serendipity by Jennifer Ziegler, which takes on Sense and Sensibility, The Dashwood Sisters' Secrets of Love by Rosie Rushton, which takes on Sense and Sensibility, and Prada and Prejudice by Mandy Hubbard, which takes on Pride and Prejudice. So those are the books. Let me know in the comments which one you want me to read and do a video review of, and if you have any of them, feel free to do a read along with me, and maybe somehow we can get your thoughts pulled into Jane in June. If you want to be part of Jane in June, feel free to contact me and we can definitely work that out. Make sure you check out my TBR for this month, which is chaotic and a little bit scary. And if you do your own stack of 5, which you're of course welcome to do, leave it as a video response and I will come vote, I promise. That is all for me for now, and as always, happy reading.